Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream, welcome to another series, and welcome to a very special series because, hey, we've reached 1,000 subscribers on here. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to jump in here and kind of do a bit of a different intro than we normally do because, you know, 1,000 subscribers, I know for a lot of YouTubers, it's not really a big deal, but for my personal thing, you know, when I first started this, I never really thought I'd even get to 1,000 or even 100. I just started to do it, and I really had no idea that it would ever even grow to even 1,000. So for my personal thoughts and feelings, it is a big milestone to reach 1,000, and I just wanted to do a different intro to thank you guys, and really thank you guys for the support and the great comments that you guys leave me and the encouragement. It's really been really awesome and encouraging to go forward and keep doing what I do here, and you know, to know that if I can help even one person out in encouraging them to get in and build that model that they've been looking at and thinking about doing, and they can follow my series and have a good time doing it and figure out any problems that they can do, then, you know, I've done my job. And that's what I really set out to do, is just to encourage people to get into this hobby, to do these things. If you think a model is really cool looking, or you see somebody else and you think, oh, I'd never be able to do it, and I wanted to do this to show you guys that you can. It doesn't take a lot of skill. And of course, yeah, you're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to do things and flub things up and stuff like that, but that's what practice does. Look at me, you know, my first video that I put on here was the M1A1 Abrams tank. I didn't even know how to do a wash properly at that time. I didn't know anything about doing dirt and mud effects or anything like that, but I learned. And yeah, and now I make tanks that look pretty decent sitting on my shelf. So that's the main thing. So I just wanted to do a quick intro here for you guys and just say thank you. Thanks a lot. And so we got part 1 done at my fiance's place of these Porsches. So we'll get into that video, and you'll see the I would say less than professional camera work because of the problems that we had, but we got episode 1 done, and yeah, we'll run it right about now. So hey everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream, welcome to another video and a new series working on, let's see, this guy right there. That's the Porsche 911 GT3 by Tamiya, and as you can tell, we've got an addition to our channel here. That's my fiance. She's going to be building a model with me. And so let's get started, shall we? We'll run the intro and we'll get started.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna, and I'm from Korea.
Okay, if you have the seat over there, we'll get started. I'll change the camera for you guys, and let's see what we're working on, alright? So, change here. I'm going to do this a little bit different than I normally do. You're going to see me over on this side here, and we're going to see her over right across from me on the table.
Wow.
We're both going to be building the exact same model kit here, right? Porsche 911 GT3, okay?
Yes.
Same car, but we are going to be doing them just a little bit different, okay? I'm going to be painting mine blue, and she's going to be having hers red. Now, like I've mentioned before, she has never built a model before. I actually have this one before. I'll show you guys the sprues and everything that comes in the kit. It's basically a really good kit if you're just beginning and you're not sure how to do this stuff. We'll go through it. So the first one, of course, is our clear sprue. We've got decals that come in there. I like to keep them in the bag while we're building the kits, just to preserve the plastic on here so we don't get scratches on the windshield and stuff like that. Okay. Tamiya has molded this, as you can tell, in 3 different colors. We've got the yellow in the body, and then you have the body parts, including the bumpers, and a couple of things like the suspension pieces. Of course, we are going to paint that. We've got our side skirts and the wing, okay? We're also going to be doing the wings different. I'm going to put the wing on mine. She's going to do hers without the wing. More of a standard stock version. And again, of course, we have our silver screws. That's this one here. This is our wheels and our headlights, bezels. We've got a black sprue, which includes all of our interior pieces, including the bucket and the seats, dashboards, door panels. Looks like a firewall underneath the floor pan. Our steering column, and we actually got 2 steering wheels. I'm not sure. I think because Tamiya likes to reuse sprues on multiple kits with different options, and that's why we've got 2 different steering wheels on this one. Finally, we have our metallic gray with silvery kind of sprue, which is the main bottom of the car, including the bottom of the engine. So we're kind of like cheap on this and just gave us the bottom of the engine without actually assembly. We have another front bumper sitting here. We've got our brake discs, our exhausts, suspension pieces, and a little spot there for the rear grille that would be going over the top of the engine in the back. We have a piece of felt. This is going to be actually the carpet in the interior. That's what we use for that. And of course we've got our 4 tires, 4 rubber tires, and we've got a little bag with some poly caps in it. And that's everything in the kit. Alright, so let's take a look at the instructions and see what they're going to want us to do first. Normally, in a car model kit, they would want us to do the engine first, but we don't really have an engine to assemble this to do. So let's take a look at the first page in our instruction kit. The first page is going to be putting a couple of pieces of suspension on, but we're supposed to paint them first. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to skip ahead, hook, and we're going to start with the body. And the reason for that is I need to get the body painted, but I can't paint it here at her place. So we need to get the body basically assembled here first and start getting those pieces put on in preparation for paint. Okay? And that's going to be things like front and rear bumpers and things like that. So I need to find the section in the manual where we actually put those together. And it's a little bit of a challenge. They show the front bumper already put on, but they're not showing us which part to actually put it on. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's go to step 11. Well, 16. First.
Oh no, I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready yet?
It's so complicated. I'm first time.
That's right, that's right. I'll guide you through it. We'll get there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go to step number 11 in the book. Okay? So step number 11, we're going to grab the body here and we'll look at this. So let's pay attention to a sharp point, and it should be the same as the other side, so you have to make sure these points are sharp. Okay? And they want us to paint a couple of things, but we're not going to do any painting just quite yet. And they want us to sand off some little nubs on the back. These actually look like backup sensors on the bumper. That's what they look like. They look like backup sensors. But for some reason, Tamiya wants us to finish them off with sandpaper. The one thing we're going to do is we're going to put on our side skirts. We're not going to put the windows in yet because we want to paint these first and then put the windows after, right? But we put our side skirts on and we're going to put our bumpers on. So we're going to grab on our sprues here. There's always a letter on our sprues. Just like that. This is the E sprue. Sometimes it's called tree. I call it a tree. To get the parts off, that would be nippers. This, go like this. Big it's off. That's the cleanest. The reason why I use it is the cleanest way to get it off there smooth without the part. Okay, so as you can see, where you cut it from, you got these little nubs. I call them nubs. And that's where it was connected. But we want to have those nice and smooth. And you can use the nippers to try and cut that down and make that a little smoother. But one thing I would use is a knife. Okay. Take my knife and I'm just going to go like this. You want to try and get it as smooth as you can. If you run your finger along the edge of it and you can't feel it, that's perfect. If you can feel it, then you might take the knife and just kind of scrape all the edges. Be careful, don't be sharp. The way you hold it, see how we do this? Wait, this. Making sure that it actually cuts through and not going crazy. It's all about control of the weight. So this way. Control so once it cuts through, you're still in control of it. It takes a little bit of practice. By the time you finish this kit, you'll feel master.
Oh no, I think it's good.
Okay, let's have a look. It's your. So this one you can still feel it there, so I'll show you. This. See how I have my fingers? I'm really controlling the knife. I'm actually cutting towards myself, so that's why you need that control. So actually, I want to do this one slowly. Now, so you turn it around, so you get it on the other side. Now it's perfect. So let's have a look at this one. Oh Lord, give it to me. I didn't see that. So, make sure you understand. You did a good job on this one. This one's pretty good. So, these are definitely lefts and rights, so we want to make sure we get them all in the right spot. So we should cut the body like this. Okay. And so look at our instructions. Tell how to do it. So you look at this, look at the piece in that shape, that tells you which side it's supposed to go on. Also, it's going to fit only one way. It's going to sit something like this. See, if I try and put this one on, this one's backwards right here, so it's not going to sit quite right, and it's just, well, let's just say it's wrong. So you want to have this, notice how it's got this part here that kind of sticks up. That's going to go towards the back. So now that we know exactly where it's going to go, we'll some glue. There are different types of glue. This is kind of a thick glue. Okay, this is good for putting the two parts together where you're not going to worry about anything really squeezing out the edges. But because of this part, we don't really want to use the thicker glue. Okay. So we're going to use the thin stuff. There are two types of glue. This one dries really quickly, and this one doesn't.
doesn't really matter what the is. I'm going to show you just for example. These have a little brush. Both protected. I hold it in the spot. See how it's just kind of goes over the edge of the map? Right there on the edge where these parts are. Now, put more glue on the edge of the vacuum. It doesn't matter if you're not perfect in the brush because we're going to want to paint this anyway. So the painting is going to hide anything. Another thing I want to do is I want to make sure that glue on the top of the sheet. Because the glue is so thin, it actually will run in between. And that's how it gets together. Yep. After a minute or two, you can touch it. Okay. Now turn it. That looks good. I'm going to have the bottom line right up against the edge, just like mine was. Just like this. That looks good. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. That's perfect. While you're doing that, just hold it for a second. If you happen to move it, it might not want to stay on it. You should be able to let it go now. Yeah. So now you want to run the brush along the top. That's why this one is called, they call this quick setting. So now just do the same on the other side. Now, to me I would have us put on our headlights also and put our headlight bezels in the front, but we can't do that until we've got our body colors painted. But we could actually put our lights, our lenses in the nozzle, in the bezels. So we could do that. Leave the bezels right on there. The bezels, of course, are C8 and C3. That's these two here and here. But the clear parts are the actual bezels, the actual lights. Shroud goes on top. David. good. This section is going to this instruction. But fit clutch. They show it fitting this, but it's to the right. So now it's supposed to show us that is this. This is supposed to be sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge to figure out how these all put together. Sometimes this. So, yeah, that's how it goes. This is supposed to be inside the room. That's how that works. So, in this case,
Why?
so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue right on the edge of this edge. Tuck it up. I am not 100% sure how these are supposed to sit. It's supposed to sit like this. Let's help.
So I have a question. When I see the developer, it's
That's right.
very
So it's like this. So D3, and we've got C3. Because C represents the letter of the tree, the sprue, and you see on the edge, on the corner, C. So you're looking for sprue number sprue C, and you want number 3. Right? D3, C3.
okay.
And that's how we tell which part we're supposed to use. So what you need to do first is put your sprue up here. Take your nipper. You want to get number 3 on. Yeah. Okay, so I find it much easier to use tweezers to hold them. Maybe mine like this. And that way you can put it in there, put it right in the edge, underneath the little lip like this. Not on the top, on the inside. Okay. The way I did mine, it's not going to hold by itself, so that's why I'm going to do this. That way, when I put it in, I can go. That's right. You're supposed to put it on that. Have the flat edge. So you have it. Okay. Just through. Put on this edge here. Brush.
Oh, I love that.
It's weird. It's a Porsche.
No, Porsche is a really good car. It's not weird.
They show you the example in this picture here, how it only covers half. Yeah. Stay on it. It's all you need. Go with this thing. Just got it? All right. So now, it's okay. It's meant to just sit beneath the lip. You don't want to do that's too much. Right on the edge. Okay. Perfect. With it in, now that it's in there, just add a little more glue. Okay. Good. Okay. Now the other one. No. There we go. Okay. Our lights are done. At least that part. So, that's going to be it for this side. To me, I would have us actually put these in, but again, we've got to paint the bottoms first, so we're not going to do that yet. So let's flip our page over. You can see our front bumper. Now they want us to use E5. So E5, E is our yellow tree, okay? And number 5 is this one. Okay. So we use our nippers again, cut our E5 off, like this, like this. Okay. Okay. And just like those other parts, we're going to use our knife and we're going to clean up our little nubs that are left on there.
So we will start the part and it's not smaller.
You can try, but 99% of the time, it's never good enough.
Just a little bit.
It's just a tiny little bit. Okay? Sometimes you can just use sandpaper, but most of the time, or if you happen to have a glass file, do you have a glass file for anything else? No? Glass files are pretty popular for polishing and stuff like that. Try this one. That one better? No? Yep, pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to glue to our body. Let's go right on the front. What I like to do in situations like this is I like to glue it from behind. Okay, you can see where these little lips are, where that's supposed to go inside of this. So get it lined up to where you want. And then I can take the glue and just put it this in front of the edge.
I wonder why you
To get it into, yeah. So, someone takes glue, put it on this edge here. This edge here. Wait for a sec. And pull this. Okay. So you need to flip it over. Yeah. So all you need to do is come along this edge here. This front, not the back, front. Left, not this edge, but the front. Good. No, not on this side. No, underneath. All you can do. Yeah. That's that. So, then Tania would have us put on a couple of extras, including telling us to put on the side skirts again, even though we've already done that. And then there is another little bottom piece of the skirt that goes around the edge here, but it's supposed to be black, so we don't need to do that. Okay. And that would be it for the body. Other than wiper blades and the rear view mirrors, but the rear view mirrors are supposed to be kind of body color and it's black. So I'm going to assemble the wing for mine. So yours is just going to have that one with silver piece that goes in. So for yours, you have the silver tree. The tree that's silver. This one. You have that little bend piece. Just like the girl. So we can take that one off of that off the tree. Meanwhile, I'm going to do the wing lines to find the section. This section. Number 17. Okay. So all off of the E tree. Little strips. So we have 6, 7, 8, 14. Because this piece is actually supposed to be so that could be why I don't mention this piece in the instructions. But I think it's a reasonable choice. Not perfect. Works already. So put that in. So because you have a little bit of room to slide, so you want to get the center of the should hold it right quick. No, that's not going to work like that. You're going to have to put the glue after and put it on. Yeah. That glue dries so fast, it won't hold it. Glue on it first, it's not going to hold. these things go. This. Little tabs. Got it? That one? Yeah. This one is just weird because it does That's because I have That's it for now. Yeah, I had these on backwards. That's why. So now that I have it faced the right way, here now it's fit.
It's a painting. There's one too.
That's
Thank you. That was great. Do you like it?
also, yeah, they're all right. Enough for the rest of the Stover's chocolates. Okay, I think I've got this situated where I need it. I need to look half normal. Just like that. So let that dry. I don't want to mess around with it too much right now. Let that go cure a little bit before I actually install it. More painting is going to be required before we put any tail lights on or anything like that. That's basically going to be it for the body, okay? At least for now. I will take these back to my place so that we can continue on. We'll go back to the painting. Let's do a little painting, okay? So we'll go back to step 1. Step 1, we need to take A25s, find A3, A1, black one or is it the silver one? Black one is B, so the silver one is probably A. Yes, the silver tree is the A tree. So we want to find number 25. 25 is this guy right here. Okay. And they want us to paint that bar black, except for the two little things in the middle. So I have LP1 black. Okay, shake this up. Take our glue and we'll tighten up our lids in case we melt them and not spilling out anywhere. And choose which brush you would like to use. Take that off of it. Take the brush, I'll take it right. Dip it here. Paint the bar. Make sure I don't paint these little brackets, these things that kind of look like brackets in the middle. And I leave those silver. The rest of them.
Not that one?
Yeah, so leave these silver. Leave those two things silver. Leave the rest black. Both sides. All sides. We actually have quite a few parts on this particular tree that are supposed to be black. Looking at this is supposed to be aluminum. We have regular color. We have with those. I'm going to do the same with A12. Okay, it's another. Some people call it sway bar. Some people call it anti-sway bar. But that's what that is. The A12. This one here, you can see.
Why you like this?
Right, just fun and relaxing. And also, it's relaxing, and I like that at the end of the day when it's all done and it's finished, but a tiny little representation of a real life thing that I think is really cool. I'm probably never going to see in real life. Definitely never be able to afford buying one myself. Now, for example, you see these nice Porsche cars. You see them driving around all over the place, and they're really expensive, and they look really cool. You're never gonna. Most people are never going to be able to afford one of their own, but I get to build one. And I get to see exactly how everything's put together and how it all looks. And it's just like I've got my own. In fact, sometimes when you're doing these, you find out more about the actual car than the person, than somebody who really owns it. Because they've never seen the underneath of it. They've never seen how the engine looks. Right? They just drive it.
Yeah.
But you can actually learn quite a bit about how the car is put together just by doing that. So you need to also do this part too, this one. Do the same thing with that one. Okay. All done? Okay. Get that. great way to work the brush. You don't want to stab it down on the bottom because that will really spread out the bristles and ruin this pointy tip. Okay. So we don't want to do that. Always put the back on it in case you don't. Okay, so we should be able to at least to touch the first part by now. It dries pretty quick, so you should be kind of dry to the touch mostly, right? If it feels a little tacky, then we just wait another minute or two, but mostly it should be done. So I'm going to take number 25. That was the first one we did. It's A25. Okay. It's this guy here. Okay. Take him on the line. Waiting a minute. Okay, I'm just going to go on A6, which is this one here. So this up here. You take A6 off of yours. Yep. This guy is going to go in such a way these two above this. Okay. So how's your A25? 25? Your A25 is good. So take this one off. So, I'm going to have yours looking like this. Okay. So the two little ends that are hooked underneath through these holes. Through the hole. Have it set right. You should be lined up on two little holes. If you have it backwards, they won't fit right. See these arms here? These arms here? These little hooks should be facing away from you. I'm just going to put glue on these two spots. I will hold one side like this so that I can glue the other side. Don't need to glue that yet. That's not going to get glued on there. It's just those two points. where I can paint black, so I can do that. Spots I missed with the black paint. That's alright. So then we can get A7 and A12. So A7 is this one that's a little bigger. 7. This is and the other bar, number 12. Get a little bit of black. Yep. This one is
Like this. Yeah.
yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yes, lots of assembly required. Hmm? It is a little bit of a challenge to get it sitting in its right spot where it's supposed to sit. It should be, see how the little bars are? See how it's kind of straight? Should be sticking out. How are they? 40% line? Is it straight? That should be straight. Straight. Straight, straight. Straight. Or is it going down? Straight. Perfect. Okay. I know exactly what's different. I put mine on the wrong side.
Yeah. Wrong
Hey,
side.
how about that? No wonder mine didn't want to go really, really nicely. go. Mine's right. All right. So that's step number 1. Okay. So that's that. Now, we look at the instructions and go to step number 2. Step number 2 involves our main chassis. Our main chassis is this right here. Okay, so we take this off the spool. Just give me a second. Put mine on. Okay. Clean up those nuts, because when it comes time to actually move this car, it needs to be nice and clean. It's going to sit flush. It's going to sit something like this. Okay, also onto that same screw, we need E16. But we've gone and moved it so that it paint these. We need to do some painting. This time we're going to get our aluminum. This is XF16. Pigment is pretty thick. We're almost going to be painting everything on this aluminum. I'm just going to go through here and see E15 and 16, these two pieces need to be painted. Okay. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, they're the same. E12, 13, yep. E12 and 13 are going to paint. Yeah. Everything except this, leave that. These two pieces and everything here, all that is over. Okay. Except everything except that big curved piece. That was just tight. You might have to do 2 coats because we're painting over yellow. There's no primer on this. Normally I would take these and I would paint them in a primer color first. Primer is always good for painting. It gives your actual color, it gives it something to really stick to. You only want to paint everything except this piece. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Lots of paint, so that's fun. show. I see people in my chat watching it, so very talkative.
I feel like you're talking.
Yeah.
I should get
The art, yeah.
instead of
Mm.
that just me like it.
Oh. Yeah, well, people want to see what we're doing, right?
I think that's really 13 people. Just me people. But like me.
Mm. You're not interested.
We are different person.
That's
I
right.
know.
Mhm.
I want to show you that how much I understand.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I will talk to you.
Mm.
I would enjoy the movie
Mhm.
before we yeah, we can do this.
Or how many
Somebody
Karafuji?
had a good I think it will can it take more?
I can,
The book is not really beautiful.
it's not meant to be beautiful.
No, but
It's
it has
just
perfect color.
the reason why it's not covering that great is not because of the color, it's because we're painting aluminum color over yellow. And that's why it looks a little strange. Even if I shake it up, it's not really going to change very much. Yeah, it'll shake the pigment around a little bit more, but it's really not going to do much. It's not very much. That's why I said at the beginning I might have to do 2 coats of white to get actually the proper coverage. Otherwise we're going to see a little bit of yellow coming through. And that's, again, it's because there's no primer over the plastic. We're just painting the straight color on the yellow plastic. That's why.
Yeah, but I choose the yellow one.
This particular model, it's not. You don't really get a choice in the colors. This is the only one that Tamiya makes of the 911 GT3, and so this is what you get. Right? So the idea is you want to make it so it's custom and a different color than yellow, then you get to paint it. But to get it proper so it looks the way you want it, there's a certain process. So while we're doing that, here's done. I'm going to take this one, touch up the black on my system. silver still showing.
I feel like
You're working?
working. No, I don't work.
It's just painting.
But I'm more attention something with detail.
Just about done?
Hmm?
Just about done over there? No? Bigger brush.
I know some people really like it. Something?
No, because that's the wing you don't.
Yes.
You want to use this brush? Bigger? This brush instead? It's bigger. All done? Okay. I'll show you. I am pushing the brush down on the bottom, so basically it's like I'm painting the bottom of the jar. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that step. It's that paint. And I think this is probably a good time to go a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. So with that done, we're going to end this for today, guys. This is where we're going to end it. So I want to thank you guys for watching and thanks for coming out. And don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe down below also. So Thanks again, guys, for coming out, and we'll see you all in the next one.